Prince Harry's book will shake royals to core with true feelings about Camilla. Prince Harry's friends predict the Duke of Sussex won't hold back on his stepmother, the newly announced future Queen Consort, in his forthcoming memoirs. Prince Harry's Bombshell new book will make clear his feelings about stepmother Camilla, and is set to shake the monarchy to the core, according to a pal. The Duke of Sussex's friends predict that the Duchess of Cornwall, unveiled by Her Majesty last week as the future Queen Consort, will come in for particular criticism in the no-holds-barred memoir. Harry used his latest public appearance, a video call this week with former Wales rugby captain Gareth Thomas, to pay tribute to his late mother, Diana. But tellingly, he did not say a word about the dramatic news that Camilla, 74, will in effect become the next queen when his father Prince Charles, 73, ascends the throne. His silence speaks volumes, says one pal, who alleges Harry, 37, is still not close to Camilla. The friend said, although tensions have eased between the two of them over the years, it was more for a show of unity than a close relationship. There were big problems at the start, but as Harry and his brother William aged and matured, things got better, and they can now coexist as adults. They were never close with her, and they still aren't. Diana famously referred to Camilla in her 1995 interview for the BBC's Panorama, when she said there were 3 people in her marriage to Charles. Harry's potentially explosive book will be published in the run-up to Christmas. His friend added, he has got lots to say about it. People think he's keeping a low profile to respect the family, but it's not that. He's writing a book. He's got a multi-million-pound book deal, and he's keeping a lot of his opinions for that. The memoir deal states that it should include personal details of personal and family arrangements. And it will be a really intimate take on his feelings about his family, and what has gone in the breakdown of the relationship. If they think that he's gone soft, then they are mistaken. Just wait for the book to come out because that will shake the monarchy to the core. While the future of Camilla has been settled and Prince William, 39, is said to be supportive and respectful of the proposed change to her status, Harry is said to have snubbed the woman his mother allegedly called the Rottweiler. When teenager Harry was initially introduced to Camilla shortly before the first anniversary of Diana's 1997 death in a Paris car crash, aged 36, their encounter was said to be awkward and tense. Harry was only 13, missing his mum terribly, and was not in a position to defend her memory. But as time went by, he and William did develop a warmer relationship with Camilla. Harry said in 2005, during an interview to mark his 21st birthday, that he and William loved her to bits. And he also publicly thanked her for making their father very, very happy. But since Harry's move to America with wife Meghan, 40, he has been keen to ensure that his tragic mother's memory and legacy are not airbrushed from history. During his heartfelt tribute to his mum this week, he said, "I could never fill her shoes," which royal commentators point to as meaning no one else can either. The book is expected to be published late this year by Random House. Harry, who is now living in California with Meghan, and their children Archie, 2, and Lilibet, 8 months, is working with ghostwriter J.R. Moringer. The American Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist has penned books with former tennis champion Andre Agassi and Phil Knight, the co-founder of footwear giant Nike. The memoir is expected to explore Harry's childhood, his time in the military including in the Afghanistan War, and his marriage to American-born former actress Meghan.